Folks, Jeff Harrington here with Wickedoil.com. This is a review. I've done a review on this amp before. It's a 68 Custom Princeton Reverb. 12 watt, 10 inch speaker. Sounded good when I got it, but of course can't leave well enough alone. So I put a Celestian Gold speaker in it because the 1030 speaker that came with it, I like this one a lot better. I put JJ tubes in it right off the bat. What else have I done to it? Well, anyway, I'll put a link down for the original video when I got it in 2018, I believe. Anyway, I just put all new Mercury Magnetics Transformers in it, and I added a choke. So I don't have a before and after for that, but I do have the original video, and I was using this phone to record it. So anyway, let me play for a minute. Playing a Les Paul here, straight into the amp. I don't play any of that, you know, pedals and all that crap. I mean, if you do, that's great, but that's not my gig. Anyway, so you can see what the settings are. Where's it at? Right there. Anyway, I've got the volume turned down on the amp. I mean, on the guitar. Pickup humbucker mode. I'm going to turn it up because I've only got it on about 3 on the volume. The amp is on 5.5 on the volume, but here goes on the volume on the guitar. that's just a quick review of the amp. Obviously, it's not extensive or anything. What I wanted to share with you is my opinion on the differences in what it costs to do this. Now, I bought oh hell, I'll put a link down there. In fact, I'll take a picture of the receipt, show you the part numbers and stuff. But I bought all the Primo stuff. Now it's still, I was going to get an output transformer that I could do 8 or 16 ohm speakers. And the guy that I was dealing with at Mercury Magnetics, he didn't talk me out of doing that. He kind of made it sound like it wasn't the best choice. And I kind of wish I wouldn't have listened to him because, you know, I've got a Celestion Blue in 16 ohm that I would like to be playing this through. You know, if I did it the way I wanted, right now I like to play the Celestion Blue with my G12H30, which is a great combination, and dude, it sounds good through this amp. I mean, those speakers, this amp sounds great through those speakers. I mean, I don't know how good a quality what you're hearing. You know, I'm using an iPhone here, so I mean, you're not hearing what's in the room anyway. You're hearing a digital rendition of it, and I'm quite sure you know that. But anyway, now I paid $441. $10 of that was shipping, and I installed the transformers myself. Now I've never really done that before. I've done plenty of mods on my amplifiers, but I've never. That was a new one for me because you know, it's like the power transformer. It's got a few wires coming out of that, and it has a couple that are optional. You know, depending on which version of the Princeton that it's going in. But anyway. It was a little intimidating at first because I started to just take it to this shop down the street from where I work. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not a candy ass. You know, I pulled the wires off one by one on the old stuff, put tape on it and marked down which point on the board it went to. There wasn't really any chance of me doing it wrong because they send paperwork with it. You know, wire diagrams of what to plug in and all that other stuff. So anyway, it took me probably, now I was going slow and being methodical because I don't want to make any mistakes. I don't want to damage my amp. But I'd say I probably got about 3 hours in it. And I could have easily dropped that. I could have cut that in half if I was just a little more expedient about it, but I was being careful. And I'm glad I did because it came out well, really well. Now, what difference did it make, and do I think it was worth $441? Well, I paid, this was an open box amp from Sam Ash, I believe. So anyway, do I think it was worth it? Yes and no, because it sounded like a very good amp in the first place. It was a nice sounding amp from day one, but the Celestion Gold speaker made a very big difference. Now, what I was just doing, if I had that 1030 speaker in there, it would have, they call it flubbing out. That's what, I never really knew what that meant until I bought this amp. It's great sounding at low volume, but as soon as you get into some overdrive, it just kind of, the speaker just can't handle it. I will say that with the transformers put in here, some of that bassiness that everybody complains about on these amps, it's just way too much bass, some of that went away. And the sound is more pure and pristine and very much, it's a lot nicer. It's a lot more articulate. It's not like a giant difference. It's a noticeable difference. So, you know, again, was it worth it for the cost? I don't know. Maybe. Depends on what you're after. If you're looking for some kind of a miracle, I would say no, probably not. But if you're just looking to tighten up the sound and get a smoother and more pristine sound out of it, I'd say definitely go for it. I don't know what a shop would charge you to put these in, because I did it myself, but I don't know. It is nice. I mean, I would say I probably have the equivalent of a $2,000, maybe $2,500 amp here, and I don't have anywhere near that into this thing, even with the speaker and the Mercury Magnetics and the tubes. So this was an open box. Like I said, I think I paid $780 delivered, which was plus tax, came in still shy of what it would have been at the retail price, with tax and everything. Or, you know, if I would have paid full bore for it. It seemed like they took, it was like $80 or $100 off of the price because it was open box. But anyway, it's pretty sweet. So I figured I'd make this video because before I got the Transformers, I couldn't find anybody that really had anything reasonable to say on the Fenders. They have plenty of other amplifiers, but not the Fenders, so not the little ones anyway. So I figured I would provide that. So anyway, if you like what you're hearing, please go to wickedoil.com and buy some oil, because we don't do the Patreon or anything like that. If you like what you hear, great. If you don't, you know, it's great too. If you want to do something that helps us both, go to Wickedoil and get something for your car, your truck, your motorcycle, your lawnmower, your ATV, whatever it is you have. So thanks. Have a great day.